very moment, collective. You are right on time whenever you're watching this. This reading is timeless. Tapping into our spirit guides, angels, the universe to see what spirit has for us this very moment. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And other than that, let's get into today's message. So right away, interestingly enough, I was feeling a very physically charged energy, strong sacral chakra energy. I'm picking up on a sacral chakra interaction that really activated someone on a deeper level, surprisingly. Yep, we got the Knight of Wands here. Very sacral chakra no, I can't talk. That's like saying she sells seashells by the seashore. I was trying to say sacral chakra associated. Say that 5 times fast. There was a situation that happened to do with the sacral chakra that really activated this person. We got the Knight of Wands associated with the sacral and the Eight of Wands as well. Eight of Wands is showing up reversed. So if you've ever heard of PNC, post clarity, I feel like this person had that, but in a very activating kind of way, almost like it turned on their mind. So it feels like this is an energy of someone who was really physically charged about you, very attracted to you. Every situation, every conversation with this person may have seemed like it led back to some flirtation or some, physical kind of joke that they were trying to make. Really could not get that aspect out of their mind. This person was thirsting hard for you, collective. And now we have the Eight of Wands reversed, where it's like, okay, I've finally released that. I'm finally out of that energy. Now I'm looking at things a whole lot clearer. Spirit is also showing me another manifestation of this. This person may not have had that sacral chakra interaction with you. Perhaps it was having another sacral chakra interaction with someone else that made them realize what was important when they were kind of getting back in their same routine. Not gonna lie, tapping into this person's energy, they do kind of feel like, I don't know, it's given a little bit dog, it's given a little bit chaser, it's given a little bit, slave to my physical desires, not gonna lie. So this could have been a player, this could have been someone who was used to chasing a whole lot of tail. And then as things kind of evolved, it's like they either met collective and then they were, still going about their usual routine. Their next sacral chakra activation, interaction with someone else, they had that post clarity, and now they're feeling like collective. They're really locked in on you. So for some of you, you have had this physical moment with this person, and now they're finally out of that physically charged energy. So they're finally looking at you as you are, as a person, being very honest and genuine, and realizing, oh my God, I'm so attracted beyond the physical to collective. I feel like there's something more going on here. I want to get closer to them. We actually have the Three of Cups that have come out of the tarot. Three of Cups represents engagements, celebration, but also destiny, fate. A lot of tarot decks will have, the fates here, the 3 fates that, weave together our destiny depicted on the card. This deck is, no different. You got the 3 forces here. So I feel like this person is starting to realize any spiritual activations, any spiritual connections. We have the Star card here, which also talks about divine timing. It talks about being in the right place at the right time and also wish fulfillment. But we got that with the 3 of Swords. So this person is feeling a bit regretful. I got that from the pre-pull as well, from the oracle cards. We have guilt and thoughts here. Like this person, they're definitely someone who could be an overthinker, or they're very much so overthinking about you and your situation with them. They feel very regretful about how they handled something. If this person hurried up to the finish line with you physically and now the energy seems to have changed, you guys are awkward, it's hard to connect, this person is feeling very guilty about that. Or if this person, again, for some of you, like I said, I feel like this, post-clarity came from them being with someone else because they were in their regular kind of, I won't say they're a dog, but they were in their regular kind of player energy, dealing with different people. They had another, intimate moment with someone, but they feel totally different now, like almost kind of disgusted with themselves. And that made them realize how they view you and how differently they view you versus the people that they may be, dealing with, especially physically. So for some of you, it was an interaction with someone else that has made them go through that sacral chakra activation. And now they're really zoned in on you, collective. We have the Star card here, feeling like this is the perfect time and also the perfect opportunity to Knight of Wands come towards you and pursue you. But we have the Three of Swords here. So there's definitely something that they may have done that they're regretful about, and they're either going to have to work through that. If it doesn't really have a direct relation to you, they'll have to work through that. Or if it does have a direct relation to you, then they will have to apologize. They'll have to own up for it for you guys to really be able to move forward. So let's get more of what happened. So we have guilt and thoughts. There's definitely, it feels like there was a moment, some noticeable moment, something you can go back to and say, that was the moment that things changed, that this person has really got on their mind and that they're really thinking about. And it just feels like they're ruminating about it. It feels like it really rubs them the wrong way. They hate that they were the other polarity in that situation. They hate that circumstance can even be connected to them in any way. I feel like this person did something that really allowed their mask to slip, or something that they're really embarrassed about. It's like, I don't want to be this way is what I'm hearing. Like this person, whatever they did, they're really thinking about it. So I can't say if there's a specific moment that you've gone through with this person that's showing up in your mind, you honestly may even be having them pull on your energy if you keep thinking about it. And it's like, well, this is something I really don't want to remember. I'm not really worried about it. I've moved on, but it keeps coming into your mind. We also had the dreams card that was like jumping up from the deck in the pre-pull, didn't come all the way out, so I didn't put it on the table. But this person could be having dreams, the dreams could really be haunting them, and that could be the way that this person keeps thinking about this and ruminating. We have magic. So I will say, if you've done magic on this person or on this situation, the magic is definitely working. This card is coming through as a confirmation for some of you. But for some of you, the star, it represents divine timing because there is a higher force leading you together. So there could be some magical or spiritual elements that you're not even in control of. You could be, trying to move forward from the situation, not really wanting to, cling to this person or have really anything with them. And it's just like, it feels like this keeps being brought back to you. So if that's happening, yeah, I can kind of see that too. With the magic energy, it does seem like there is some sort of higher force or something kind of bringing you together. So I would say maybe even for a small portion of you, this person could have dibbled and dabbled into spirituality, and they could have had some magic done themselves, especially feeling all this guilt and having these thoughts kind of reoccur again and again and again. That can, drive you into a desperate times, desperate measures kind of energy where they would do something completely unlike them. Maybe even something that they don't believe in, because they're, really triggered by the situation. So we have union and perfection. What I'm seeing though is that you have drastically changed this person's idea of perfection. This person has had an unreasonable bar that they have kind of almost weaponized against other people. They have this unreasonable idea of perfection. Everyone has to change, or everyone has something that they need to do to get in alignment with this person. You either were not going for that, you didn't play that game, or you did try to, and it felt really heavy, and maybe it caused some embarrassment on your end and things like that. And maybe that's even the thing that this person is feeling guilty about trying to change you and putting you in that position. I do see this person wanting to come into union with you though now, ironically, because they feel like you are like perfect for them, best suited for them. Their whole idea of perfection, or what they're supposed to do, who they're supposed to be with, is shifting through this sacral chakra awakening. I was also getting a lot of creativity. As I was shuffling the cards, it kind of felt like there was something that you were cooking, something that you were doing. Like you could be literally cooking as you're watching this video, but it felt more symbolic. Like, how people will say, oh, he's cooking when, there's someone working on something. It seems like you have something behind the scenes going on, collective, that you're cooking up, and this person wants to be a part of it. They may literally not know what it is, but because they've had a sacral chakra activation that has to do with you, it's like they're able to tap into your creative energy. And whenever they feel you cooking, whenever they feel you, in your lair, working on things behind the scenes, planning the next breakthrough you're about to have, planning the next level up, the next material success, whatever you're trying to do in your life, they can feel that and they want to be a part of that. And the sacral chakra is heavily attached to like life force and therefore your creativity as well. You need that sacral chakra energy to create. You need that life force. So I feel like you're inspiring some life force activation within this person. Oh, yeah, and you may be about to pop out soon. So you know what? Oh my goodness. I feel like some of you are kind of on a totally different path and your mind is just focused on something else at this time. This connection is ironically showing up as a soulmate connection. It's like as you guys are, it feels like slipping away from each other. At the same time, there's like this universal force, 3 of Cups, Star card, that's working behind the scenes to bring you together. And the cherry on top is the Knight of Wands, this person being in a active energy, action-oriented space themselves just kind of creates the perfect cosmic situation for you guys to finally have some success together. So we have shine your light and soulmate. I see Spirit putting this person in your life to actually be your supporter, your support system as you're stepping into this new era. This could be, oh, not house husband. I did just hear house husband. This could be in a way where this person is more domestic and they're taking care of household responsibilities, especially if you're starting a family. And you're the one kind of popping out or doing the things, all the things in career. You got meetings here, you got hangouts with, friends here, very active, and they're kind of like shifting into a different position. Yeah, this person, I don't know how they're going to take that. You got someone who's, used to playing the field, doing their thing, very physically active, talking about some house husband, talking about I don't know about that, being the supporter. We'll see. But I do see that. I see that you're being called, collected to shine your light at this time, and you're at the same time being aligned with a soulmate connection. I just saw 1212, someone who's going to be significant to your growth and evolution, and someone who's going to be a huge support system for you. But I feel like this person has been sacral chakra activated into mission themselves. Their creativity when they're around you is absolutely flowing. So I feel like they're going to have some making up to do at minimum, because here's the thing, right? We have backstabber and breaking free. A lot of you are feeling like this may be the thing that's been holding you back all along. It reminds me of this Cardi B sound bite that I heard the other day where she was like, the whole time I was in the bed with the enemy and I didn't even know it. Some of you, once you get just a tinge of that, I'm not even seeing all that has gone down in this situation, but you get a tinge of that, this person is actually a hater or against me or an enemy or just someone who's vamping off my energy, depleting my energy. They don't even have to be a bad person, but someone who's just got too much going on for me to be involved with at the time. As soon as you get a tinge of that, you get to break and free, collective. And you're starting to feel like this person may have actually been working against you with that backstabber card. Or if they did do something that did hurt you, we did get the 3 of Swords, then, it was likely that. We do have jealousy and clear the clutter. So maybe this person was making you jealous at some point. Regardless, I see the roles reversing. I see that this person who has been free themselves, doing their own thing, kind of like in the spotlight themselves, it seems like they get plenty of attention. Person's kind of used to getting what they want, and they're used to being the person that's making other people jealous. I now see that this person is the one who is jealous and the one that's being called to kind of clean the clutter, clean up the mess. So not gonna lie, it seems like the two of you are on different pages, and this is really tricky because we have that star card, 3 of Cups, like the universe leading you together. So it kind of reminds me of that saying, you can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make the horse drink. That's the situation. Spirit's like, okay, I led these 2 people together, but this person acted a fool first time around. And maybe you mutually triggered each other. It's not always on the other party. Maybe both of you were kind of, out of your element with this connection, really threw each other for a loop. Okay, now we're in this space where it's like, okay, we're not exactly there anymore. We're not in this, triggered place, and we're not, doing any tit for tat, but things are still kind of apart now. We got to bring them back together. So Spirit, what is this person going to be doing on their end to bring things back together with collective? How are they going to fix things with collective? So they're definitely humbling themselves. We got the Nine of Cups reversed and the Lovers card here. So yeah, that goes back to like this person and you guys shifting positions. Nine of Cups reversed is like a dissemination of the ego. It's like, okay, Nine of Cups, I have things the way that I want them and I'm very comfortable, very fulfilled. Nine of Cups reversed is like selfless. I am giving it all for the bigger picture at large, or I'm humbling myself and my own comfortability and my own desires for a bigger picture. And we have that coming out with the Lovers. So this person is getting out of a me, Nine of Cups energy, showing up reversed into an us energy with the Lovers here. And I do feel like you have shown a light on this person and the areas in which they need to improve with the mirror symbolism of the Lovers card in this deck, depicting one on land, one in sea. So I feel like this person has a lot of qualities that you don't have and vice versa. And if you come together, you can be very powerful. But Spirit did its job in bringing you two together. That didn't exactly work out. I just saw 1616. Didn't exactly work out. So now we're going to have to, regroup and move forward in a different energy now. And let's see what we get. So let's keep going. How are they going to be taking action to bring things back together, Spirit? Right away, I can see that they're humbling themselves. That is an amazing start. You love to see it. That'll help a ton. Lovers card, this person is also surrendering to that star card, Three of Cups, divinely guided energy. So Spirit bringing you two together, this person is surrendering to that as well, which will be really, really good. We got the Death card reverse, so this person will likely be the first person to reach out to you, but with all this universal energy around, you could be very much called to reach out to them first or to say something first. We have the Magician here, so yeah, they're in a very action-oriented energy. The Magician is the doer in the tarot. The Magician makes things happen, alchemizes, fixes things. So if it's an apology that's going to alchemize, Magician, fix the situation, then that's what it's going to be. If it's a slow but steady building a friendship, then that's what it's going to be. If it's going to be cutting off any connections that they have, cleaning the clutter and taking responsibility for how they've played the fence in the past, one foot in your pot, one hand in someone else's pot, all over the place, it's a take accountability moment for that. Whatever needs to be happen, whatever needs to happen for the situation to improve and work itself out and you guys to get back on the same page. And the hope is to have some trust in each other. Whatever needs to happen for that to be the outcome, that's the way we're going. And we got the Five of Swords. Spirit keeps indicating that this person is very uncomfortable by this and in a, honestly kind of losing position. I feel like this is one of those situations where someone has done so much, they really have to go overtime to make it up. We have the Eight of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. Eight of Pentacles is like putting in that work. So not gonna lie, it does seem like more unilateral. It seems like they're putting in so much work and you're kind of like, go girl, give us nothing. But I feel like that's because this person has a lot of making up to do. And you may have been someone who was putting in a lot of energy to make things work before. So we're switching that dynamic. What else can you tell us? We got Leo, the lover energy. So now I'm pulling to see like, okay, what are the energetics of the situation, or what are we going to be dealing with moving forward? And this person is coming in a Leo lover energy. Leo is the lover in this deck. And, Leo has that association with the lion and the pride and taking care of your family, being courageous, action-oriented. So that's how they're showing up. It says expressive, creative. Yeah, we were getting a lot of creativity. I didn't even really tap in for that. But I was getting a lot of creativity throughout the spread as well, where for some of you, you've activated this person's creativity. So there will be more of that to come. You'll find out about more of that in time. It says playful, loving, warm, overt, self-confident. Yeah, so this person isn't on that woe is me shtick where they're like, you know, they're not confident, they're indecisive, they're making you make all the decisions because they're acting like they're just so confused and I don't know. You're not going for that anymore. That's another thing, make sure you're not going for that. Make sure you're not enabling or doing anything that's going to keep this person stuck. Don't make them too comfortable. Allow yourself to, kind of get comfortable in those uncomfortable situations. It says flirtatious, bedazzling, extroverted, egotistical, juicy, proud, trusting, and excessive. So I do see them being maybe a bit excessive and dramatic and, grandiose in the way that they're coming towards you, big gestures, big movements, big change. Yeah, we got Jupiter, the planet of expansion, coming out here. I love that energy. Jupiter is a benevolent planet, so it typically brings good things, good expansions. It says enthusiasm, optimism. That's another thing. This person is showing up in much more of an optimistic energy. I feel like they were a bit woe is me, or, they kind of got caught up. I mean, I could see in the beginning of their spread, they were caught up in their own thoughts and their guilt. So they definitely kind of ruminate and sit in those low, feelings for a minute. And that kind of causes them to get into a further woe is me energy. So I'm glad to see them coming out of that. It says luck, travel, seeking, positivity, foreign culture. So maybe some fun, maybe some travel is in store for you. It says teaching and pilgrimage. Something I saw specifically, this person is showing for one of you, this person is showing you where they grew up, or they're showing you like their home. This could be on their phone or this could be in person. So I'm seeing that, like they're showing you their culture or something about them. It says exploration and potential. So that's what I see with this person, collective. I see you guys moving into an expansive energy. I feel like they've had a glow up, a level up. That sacral chakra activation is really looking good on them. And they're wanting to expand and do better and do more. That's what I got for us today. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon.